Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes and more treachery from the Quisling Captain Numbnuts. He's announcing closer ties to the EU. Have we been asked? Have we been given a referendum on whether we want this? Have we been questioned at length as a nation? Have we had a conversation about this? Or is this just one man's decision in what he likes to think of as particular dictatorship ruled by the Emperor Starmer? Well, it's hard to say. But he's going to anger a lot of people over this. But he's also actually going to anger a lot of people within his own party because they know that it's going to go down like a cup of cold sick. And yet more reason for people to abandon the Labour Party. Remember that the Red Wall, Labour's supposed heartland, almost exclusively voted for Brexit. Those backbenchers must be putting their hands on their head going, what the F now? Please, God, stop it. He can't help it, though, can he? Because he's a one-man party. One man, one vote. He's the man. His is the vote that counts. And if you don't agree with it, you're finished. Stalin, through and through. I'm surprised he hasn't got his little NKD operatives running around and picking people up in the back streets of around Westminster, beating them to a pulp until they agree, or disappearing them if they don't. But he's been told that he's risking everything. I mean, the very future, the very existence of the party. It's now been or coming to a head. Basically, there's so many things on which so many different MPs within the Labour Party are anti-Starmer on. Obviously, we've talked many times about the PIP and the welfare and the heating bills. There's 100 strong rebellion on that. But now the Brexit front as well. There's the handing over of powers to the EU. There's also, and yet to come next week, will be the possible handing over of the British military to under EU control. Yeah, I'm not even kidding on that one. And now it's been revealed that inside the party there's a new nickname for Starmer and for Reeves, and they're calling them Sooty and Sweep. Basically, they're both fairly silent, and they're both operated by other people having their hands up their arses and operating their mouths. Seems reasonable, doesn't it? But they're falling out of influence everywhere, and there's no authority left. But he still has the right to do what he's doing and sign off things with the EU. Now, what's particularly good is that both the Conservatives and Reform, who, if it isn't going to be a Reform government, will be a Reform Conservative coalition government next time, have both agreed that whatever Starmer does with the EU will immediately be reversed. And they're telling the EU, don't get into bed with this man because we will not maintain any agreements that he comes to. And they're telling him in advance. So, what do you know? They literally don't know what they're doing. They are being undemocratic. They are doing everything they can to damage this country, its people, its economy, its reputation. And they carry on because no one in the Labour Party has the balls to stop them yet. But that's growing and hopefully they will. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much and see you and sweep. Bye.